how true would you say the statement is? If you want to get better at something, you need to teach it, rather than
If you want to get better at something as a teacher,
yeah, like if you want to understand what you do more, teach it to
yeah,
someone else. That's a common thing that I always hear from people.
yeah. Well, if you want to understand what you do more, you can spend time thinking about what you're doing. Self-videoed and watch the videos, and that will tell you a lot. But otherwise, yes, you can go to people who, I mean, there are people, aren't there, who do coaching and who do directing for comedians. And some of them I think are probably very good. And I think others, I suspect, and I don't know, but I suspect some of them might be doing that because they can't get work as a comedian. And so the next, it's a classic cliche, isn't it? Those that can do, those that can't teach. So, if you go to Lee Mack and say, Lee Mack, can you teach me about comedy? The answer is going to be, well, sorry, I'm doing a very busy tour and then I've got a TV show and I'm too busy being funny to teach you how to be funny. But if you go to someone else who's there saying, well, I'm not doing any performing, I'm here and I'm available to teach you how to be funny, the chances are that they probably haven't got the answers, because if they had the answers, they'd be doing it themselves. So, if you're a comedian and you can't get enough gigs and you need to pay the bills, what do? You teach workshops.
You're being very brutal here.
I might be being brutal, and what I'm saying is not true to everybody who teaches. So, for example, John Gordillo, he teaches comedy and he does directing and coaching. And if I had the money and time, I would go to John and I would lap up everything he's got, because I know John well enough to know that he is a brilliant comedian, and he chose, for whatever reasons best known to him, he chose to take his foot off the accelerator with his own performing and spend time teaching and facilitating other people in their performing. And so I wouldn't include in that category. I don't question for 1 second his amazing insights and brilliance and his ability to help people get funnier. But there are other people out there who I suspect maybe aren't, that great and don't have all the answers. But I don't want to be denigrating. Teaching is a great thing, and some people are more able to teach than they are to do it. And they can help you and lead you. But I think that for everyone who's a genuinely good teacher who could take you somewhere and help you get funnier, there are probably several who are just a failed comedian, and this is their secondary way of trying to make some money.
Yeah, it is. No, it is. That is. Yeah. I don't want to.
I might be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I don't care whether I'm right or wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're at the point where you don't. It's.
Well, I don't feel any need to bring other people around to my opinion. My diary next week consists of flying to Holland and touring around Holland doing stand-up comedy. That's what I care about. I care about whether those audiences find me funny and whether the